Greetings from World University and School, WUAS, on Monday, August 24th, 2026 at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And as we wait to see if people will join this open WUAS news and question and answer weekly business meeting, and as World University and School seems to be joining a MIT alumni startups association in Northern California with 3 co-working sessions on Market Street in San Francisco on a Thursday in September, October, and November, when World University and School's weekly business meeting may develop in new directions. As we wait to see if people will join this open WUAS news and question and answer, I'd like to share a little news from an agenda with you, beginning with a letter, and in these regards. So this agenda and news was posted last Monday, August 17th, 2026, in the blog posts beginning Tianzi Mountains, China. Dear Shuja Keen, MIT alumnus from 1999 from the Sloan School of Management. And hello, MITAS, MIT Alumni Startups, and Claudia Forero Sloan, who has worked in finance at MIT for some decades, I think. And see agenda item 11 also. And MIT and Harvard professor of genetics, George Church, World University and School Networks and friends, World Universiteans all. Thanks so much for your email from MIT Alumni Startups with some possible co-working sessions on Market Street in San Francisco in September, October, and November of 2026. What follows is an email to you and the World University and School weekly business meeting news and question and answer for today, August 24th, I think, is it? Yeah, not August 23rd. And also see agenda item 11A below. And in the blog post beginning, Marsur Rock, Husainabad, Skardu Valley, Pakistan, in my daily blog. And please read on. Greetings from World University and School, WUAS, building on CC4 licensed MIT OpenCourseWare in 7 languages. And you can see the 6 languages it's in other than English at opencw.aprende.org/courses/translated-courses. And with Wikidata, Wikipedia's backend structured knowledge database in about 348 languages and much more. Based out of the San Francisco East Bay, WUAS is neither a MITAS member nor MIT alum per se, although I was a student as a global listener in the MIT Harvard How to Grow Almost Anything synthetic biology online class with Harvard and MIT professor of genetics, George Church, and MIT professor David Sun Kong in the spring of 2025. And my grandfather, Alexander Chadburn Sandy Brown, had 2 MIT degrees in chemical engineering from the 1920s. How best to register my interest regarding this MITAS alumni community MIT.edu event with co-working sessions in San Francisco this autumn, beyond this email. And thanks for this email. I'm potentially interested, but how best to register for these complimentary co-working sessions? The first co-working sessions will be held at Goodwin's San Francisco office, 525 Market Street on Thursday, September 10th, Thursday, October 15th, Thursday, November 12th. The program is complimentary for selected MITAS members, but space is limited and participation is by application, ? World University and School is both a nonprofit 501c3 and a for-profit general stock company, legal entity in the state of California, with amazing potential synergies between them, planned in all 200 countries and in their main languages for free to students WUAS degrees from home, and in all 7,159 living languages as wiki schools for people-to-people, wiki teaching and wiki learning. But neither wing is financially operational yet, and WUAS lacks management expertise as well. And both wings, one, the World University and School, and two, the WS Corporation, also have no money to speak of whatsoever. And so I also couldn't register for the MIT AI conference, Meet the Lineup, on October 17th, 2026. WUAS is also seeking to code for all 7.9 billion people on the planet, each a Wikidata PIN number from here at World University and School wiki subject page, or World University wiki subject page, and has partnering emails with Stanford MinePi cryptocurrency, which you can begin to mine here daily for this free money at minepi.com/SGKMAC, and is seeking to end poverty worldwide while also facilitating highest quality, free, universal education. And WUAS is seeking to grow in a realistic virtual earth, #realistic virtual earth on #TwitterX, #LinkedIn, possibly as a key next development, incorporating and superseding AI and ML even. And see Peter Norvig's incredible #Tulify AI WUAS article, Revolutionizing Education with Machine Learning and AI, #World University in School, updated March 2nd, 2024. And also in a #RVE for genetics, realistic virtual earth for genetics, a #RVE for aging reversal, #RVE for extreme longevity, a #RVE for history, as well as a #realistic virtual Harbin, hot springs, for scientific and social science and humanities research with STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, and STEM field sites, and as classrooms especially. And you can go to the Harbin Hot Springs Gatehouse in Google Street View with TimeSlider, which is an emerging realistic virtual earth, I posit, from the URL in this WUAS agenda from August 17th, Monday, in the 2 blog posts beginning with Tianzi Mountains, China. Might some WUAS boards of directors, trustees, emerge from these possible MITAS co-working sessions and see the World University Foundation page in these regards at wiki.worlduniversityandschool.org/wiki/World University Foundation. And how might we explore turning these possible co-working sessions into a WUAS business management, teaching and learning opportunity, even eventually for credit with MIT OpenCourseWare Sloan School of Management courses for credit for World University and School degrees at wiki.worlduniversityandschool.org/wiki/business management, accessible from the wiki subjects at World University and School. Added to the summary after editing the Business Management Wiki School at World University and School in English, this summary just updated Sloan School of Management MIT OCW courses. with the link to the Sloan School of Management courses from a previous version of MIT OpenCourseWare, opencw.aprende.org/courses/Sloan School of Management. WUAS is also still not accredited and is exploring accreditation, possibly in Germany, with German World University and School, planned in German, by adding MIT OCW to the Open edX Europe platform and accrediting with a German accreditation agency. How best to proceed, if at all, and if I and World University and School could apply to these MITAS co-working sessions on Market Street in SF. All the best. Thanks so much. Abolitionally, and with 50 million people enslaved or caught in trafficking. And see the modernslaverycommission.org webpage in these regards, as well as Google AI mode response about this. And a best Steam Creative Commons licensed OpenCourseWare wiki at World Univ and SCH. Hashtag WUAS abolition movement continues to grow to protect people. And see the blog posts beginning Eagle, IKEA, World University, and School in both blogs from October of 2025, about 9 months ago, at worlduniversityandschool.blogspot.com and at scott-mccloud.blogspot.com. And in WUAS seeking to code for all 7.9 billion people on the planet from here at World University to facilitate wiki free universal education and also free WUS degrees, and potentially to end poverty worldwide. Yogically, 8 limbs of yoga, and see the tree of 8 limbs of yoga picture here at this Twitter X post in Q_yoga MacFlower. And friendly NTF, NTQ, Quaker, non-theist friend, non-theist Quaker, and regarding the Quaker spices in the Friends Journal article, written about in the Friends Journal article, and Unitarian Universalist Church regarding 7 or 8 UU principles. Greetings. Kind regards, Scott G.K. McCloud. You can reach World University and School at president@worlduniversityandschool.org or the WUAS Corporation at WUAS_CEO at worlduniversityandschool.org, which currently go to me, but perhaps we'll find a new president and a new CEO with time. I'm founder, president, CEO, and professor, a presiding and recording clerk, loosely in the manner of unprogrammed NTF friends, Quakers, and see the business meeting label in both blogs regarding business meetings, both weekly and monthly, going back even decades, especially in the World University and School.blogspot.com /search/label/business meeting global university and just business meeting. Recording will be posted to the current main active YouTube channel, youtube.com /@ScottMcCloud-World-University/videos. So more about general biological intelligence for aging reversal, and hashtag RVE for DNA, realistic virtual Earth for DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and WUAS degrees, hashtag WUAS degrees below. So on the first wing, the World University and School WUAS wing, the first of 2 WUAS wings, World University and School wing, a 501c3, similar nonprofit. See the candid.org /profile for World University and School, building on CC licensed best Steam OpenCourseWare, and which is wiki. And the webpage for World University and School, currently beginning webpage, is worlduniversityandschool.org. And see both exempt legal entities, tax IDs, at the bottom of this page. Agenda item 0, as video minutes, see the video recording from August 17th, 2026, using the blog post agenda and news from the previous week, from August 10th, last week. So the video recording is posted to the two blogs beginning Tianzi Mountain, China, from August 17th, 2026. And regarding hashtag WUAS Germany, hashtag General Biological Intelligence AI, hashtag OSK, the first three Yamanaka factors, Oxox, Kifel, which many scientists are exploring aging reversal with and creating drugs with. So agenda item 1, why governments need science advice with Angela McClain, and advancing US-UK scientific collaboration with Angela McClain. This was a video interview from Rice University. Angela McClain is an Oxford professor of biology based in England. And see the blog post also beginning red-billed streamtail in August 12th, Wednesday, August 12th, 2026 blog in my blog. And I both am interested in World University and School exploring collaboration with Britain, with Great Britain, and especially regarding a realistic virtual Earth, but also regarding aging reversal genetics, since Cambridge and Oxford are, for example, remarkable with their genetics. And so I emailed Dame Professor Angela McClain twice, I think, at least, and said I omitted adding this incredible video interview with Stanford CS Professor Eric Nguyen with Mario Gabriele in my last email. I've created a second set of tweets in these regards, and also added it to the Wednesday, August 12th, 2026 red-billed streamtail blog post, why governments need science advice with Angela McClain, and advancing US-UK scientific collaboration blog post I created regarding your great talk, Professor Dame McClain, and especially regarding advancing US-UK scientific collaboration. Part of the idea here is how can Gemini AI and artificial intelligence help give advice to governments in brand new ways. So first set of Twitter posts, dear Oxford Professor Angela McClain, hashtag UK scientific advisor at Uni of Oxford, and regarding advancing US-UK scientific collaboration, and see the YouTube video of her interview, her talk. Here is the incredible interview with Professor Eric Nguyen, who is the CEO of Radical Numerics, and they're making general biological intelligence AI. How could a hashtag realistic virtual Earth 4, hashtag RVE for STEM at World Univ and SCH help? And further, this retweets Eric Nguyen's a Twitter post from Mario Gabriele with Eric Nguyen. This title titled, "What Happens When AI Can Write the Genetic Code for Itself?" Where Eric Nguyen at EXNX on Twitter X is the founder of hashtag Radical Numerics, the lab behind the models that generated the first genome ever created entirely by AI. See more about this in the blog post beginning red-billed streamtail, streamer tail. Agenda item 2. So AI profs are negotiating new realities of academic research. This is an MIT Tech Review article in a blog post beginning Bulbophyllum species, August 11th, Tuesday, 2026. Set of Twitter posts in these regards. Hashtag AI profs are negotiating new realities of academic research. If next big AI breakthrough comes not from a major company, but from scrappy academic lab, how might hashtag realistic virtual earth for STEM at World University in School help? And see the Toolify AI WUS article from Peter Norvig, which is incredible in these regards, also in this Twitter X post. Could World University in School be one of those next new academic labs in a realistic virtual earth for STEM, for genetics, for history, and similar? More about this again in the blog post beginning Bulbophyllum species. Agenda item 3. So great fireside chat about Creative Commons from June 30th. And with moderated by Glenn Brown and with Larry Lexig and Hal Abelson and Molly Van Houweling at Harvard, MIT, and UC Berkeley. See the interview itself in the blog post beginning Bulbophyllum species from the end of June 30th, 2026, I think. Agenda item 4, Stanford Medicine, ENT experts up close, latest advances in rhinology and sinus surgery, Tuesday, August 11th, which I attended, and regarding the WUS medical schools and even Toyota humanoid robotic professors of surgery, and also natural approaches to, for example, questions regarding healing sinus and rhinological symptoms with yoga as well. More about this in the blog post, Bulbophyllum species as World University in School builds out our WUS medical schools planned in each of all 200 countries and in their main languages, and potentially in collaboration with Stanford Medicine, and possibly in the Toyota teaching hospital buses as teaching hospitals with robotic MD professors of surgery and all other maybe 23 or so specialties, and potentially in Toyota ambulance vans too, as possible medical schools for individual students, especially in the developing world. Agenda item 5. What are around 5 next likely OSK, first 3 Yamanaka factors, aging reversal gene drug therapies likely to go through clinical trials related to the ER100 drug for glaucoma conditions, epigenetic reprogramming 100, but somehow also quite different from the ER100 drug? What are around 5 next likely OSK aging reversal gene drugs likely to go through clinical trials? This is what Gemini or Google Share AI mode said. Turn Biotechnologies ERA platform uses mRNA and lipid nanoparticles to transiently deliver reprogramming factors for skin and immune rejuvenation without using viral vectors. The second one, Rejuvenate Bio injects systemic AA-based OSK therapies into the bloodstream to reverse widespread age-related diseases like heart failure and whole body frailty. Retro Biosciences directs AAV-delivered epigenetic reprogramming factors into highly specific peripheral tissues to treat osteoarthritis and age-related hearing loss. Altos Labs engineers, customized transcription factors, and small molecule alternatives to standard OSK to treat broad metabolic and neurodegenerative conditions. Ex vivo cellular reprogramming extracts patent cells, patient cells, resets their epigenome safely in a lab environment, and reinfuses them to cure blood or brain disorders. Read more about this in the blog post beginning Bulbophyllum species as well in my blog, scott-mccloud.blogspot.com from August of 2028. Agenda item 6. Logan Thrasher Collins, a researcher, I think he may be based in Colorado, retweeting Antonio Regalado, the MIT Tech Review biotechnology editor. First, there were LLM that designed bacteriophage. Now comes plasmid LLM, large language models. Plasmids are circular DNA loops in bacteria frequently used to store or add genetic instructions, such as to produce a drug. Like viruses and transposons, plasmids are mobile genetic elements. Retweeting Logan Thrasher Collins, by training an AI model using 153,208 plasmids from AdGene, Xiao et al.'s Plasmid GPT can annotate and classify existing plasmids, as well as generate new functional plasmid sequences from DNA prompts. These are fascinating and remarkable developments, potentially with relevance for also aging reversal genetic drug therapies and extreme longevity genetic drug therapies. Read more about it in the blog post beginning Meme Cylon Umbulatum in my blog, scott-mccloud.blogspot.com, beginning August of 2028. Agenda item 7. Most inspiring free open poetry course, MIT OpenCourseware or Yale Open Yale courses, or creatively otherwise, e.g. from Oxford or Cambridge universities, or UC Berkeley, or a myriad of other places, like individuals creating inspired poetry course. For World University and Schools Open Wiki Poetry School at wiki.worlduniversityandschool.org/wiki/poetry. I found one from MIT OpenCourseware that's possibly interesting, dealing with also using a text that is New American Poetry, something like 1945 to 1960, with some countercultural focus. But check it out yourself and keep searching. Add interesting poetry courses that are inspiring to the Poetry Wiki subject page as this wiki school continues to grow, and as we develop the Poetry Wiki schools in all 200 countries' main languages, possibly all 7,159 living languages. Agenda item 8, restorative yoga explorations, classes, blog posts since December 2025 with yoga blog label 2. Here in the blog post beginning Lotus Maculatus Restorative Yoga in my blog from August of 2026. So it's dated Thursday, August 13th, 2026. The blog post begins Lotus Maculatus Restorative Yoga, and it has all the yoga classes, the restorative yoga exploration classes that I've taught via email since December of 2025. In the yoga blog label also in that blog. And see also the yoga wiki subject at World University and School to which I think I'll add these yoga classes thus far as a resource. Agenda item 8A. Restorative yoga class on Saturdays, and as we may live to 150 and well beyond. As a kind of yoga too, I found this amazing interview of Eric Guyen, which combines or joins yoga-wise even, where yoga means joins or union, which combines DNA as a language from about 13 minutes to 16 minutes, 15 seconds, especially in the interview with Mario Gabriele, with DNA as structures in the forms of images, potentially in a realistic virtual earth for biology, a realistic virtual earth for yoga asana too. So in this interview, Eric Guyen suggests in some ways combining the language of DNA as a language, possibly text in the sidebar, with the structures of DNA from images, possibly in realistic virtual earth for genetics in Google Street View at the cellular and molecular view levels, and possibly in such a realistic virtual earth for yoga asana too, how to explore further as a kind of yoga what Eric Guyen is doing at Radical Numerics with General Biological Intelligence AI. You can see the blog post beginning American Lotus Nulumbo Lutia in my blog from August of 2026, scott-mccloud.blogspot.com. Agenda item 8B. Restorative yoga explorations blog posts since December 2025 are here, which I touched on above. Agenda item 8E. Regarding a yoga and longevity genetics convo or conversation, set a Twitter post, combine hashtag language of DNA, hashtag text in the sidebar for DNA with hashtag DNA pictures with hashtag general biological intelligence AI to help aging reversal with hashtag avatar agent EHR and hashtag G time slider in hashtag G Street View. And from the years, or to the years, 2007, 2012, 2024, from the Google Street View Harbin Hot Springs Gatehouse. More about this in the blog post beginning Ashoka Tree Saraka Asoka in my blog from August of 2026. Agenda item 9. How will people and hashtag WUAS students explore at World Univ and SCH's hashtag WUAS campus in a hashtag realistic virtual earth even, and where we can all hashtag wiki build, e.g. by adding pictures and videos and coding too. For example, in Google Street View with hashtag G time slider. And see the blog post beginning Meme Salon Umbelatum in my blog from August of 2028. And agenda item 9A, how will people and hashtag WUAS students explore World University and Schools hashtag WUAS campus in a hashtag realistic virtual earth even regarding hashtag G Street View with hashtag G time slider, hashtag G maps, and hashtag G earth at hashtag G cell view, hashtag G molecule view levels 2, and with Gemini AI, and even hashtag wiki build it, and visit Sasana India, and for example, the hashtag Harbin Gatehouse in the blog post Meme Salon Umbalatam, where Sasana India is one of the few towns, and I think there are no states, where the Sanskrit language continues to be spoken conversationally. how could we visit Sasana, India, and even converse in Sanskrit in Google Street View with TimeSlider? And how could students explore this as part of a WUAS campus? And could World University and School build out our Sanskrit language World University and School for free WUAS degrees from home, possibly in Sanskrit, if helpful, if useful, from this town in India, Sasana, India, I think it's in Odisha, but from the other towns or cities that also continue to speak Sanskrit conversationally, where Sanskrit is one of the 22 scheduled languages in India, and where there, by one count, approximately 453 languages in India. And this retweets a University of Chicago Twitter post with the University of Chicago's campus in pictures, 9 pictures, which all could be added to Google Street View with TimeSlider and turned into a realistic virtual Earth around each of these pictures in Google Street View to visit a campus in a virtual Earth. The Twitter post reads, 9 reasons to look around campus at the University of Chicago. So a realistic virtual Earth as a campus for India, for the University of Chicago at Harbin Hot Springs as STEM field site, STEAM field site. Stay tuned. Agenda item 9B, also in the blog post beginning Meme Salon Umbalatum from Friday, August 14th, 2026. Liking these Sanskrit words popping up in Pinterest on my Pinterest social media site, e.g. Mitra or Mitra equals friend, asked Gemini, where in India is Sanskrit widely spoken? Sasana in Odisha, I found, and then found Sasana in Google Street View. More about this again in the blog post Meme Salon Umbalatum. Agenda item C, 9C, and also found hashtag Harbin Hot Springs in hashtag G Street View with hashtag TimeSlider 2 and early hashtag realistic virtual Harbin at Harbin book. And regarding my first book, all 5 of my books are Harbin Hot Springs inspired, wild, but with no avatar bots yet to speak with, like Sunheart, my main anthropological informant there from about 2005 to 2015, or to speak no avatar bots like Ishvara, Bob Hartley, who is the founder of Harbin Hot Springs since 1972, and is still around at around age 93. More about this further in the blog post beginning Meme Salon Umbalatum. Agenda item 10. In the blog post, again, also beginning Ashoka tree. This is about Saxony Minister of Education in former East Germany, where they're beginning to rewrite their curriculum for the first time since 2004, where there's a remarkable AI opportunity here. From hashtag Prussian drill to hashtag AI age, hashtag Saxony Germany is writing new curricula for the first time since 2004, when there were no smartphones. Today there is AI. So could this be for German education even a smart restart into the 21st century? And this is a huge opportunity possibly for hashtag Germany WUAS at World Univ and SCH, and in seeking to possibly add MIT OpenCourseWare, more than 2,500 courses in English, into the hashtag Open edX Europe platform, possibly translating them into German, and then potentially interoperating this university, Germany World University and School, with other universities in Germany. And as, for example, Saxony, Germany writes its new curricula, could we receive students from Saxony who speak German and who want to study for free WUS degrees from home, bachelor, PhD, law, medicine, IB, high school, AA, and master's degrees as World University and School. These degrees for World University and School also incorporate Saxony, Germany's rewriting of curricula for the AI age in German, and then possibly extend these developments to all 200 countries, main and other languages. Agenda item 11. Claudia Ferrero Sloan thanks at MIT for connecting on LinkedIn with me on Tuesday, August 11th, 2026, and greetings from World University and School, building on MIT OCW in 7 languages. Could the recent invitation to me and World University and School regarding the MIT alumni startups, MIT AS, NorCal, co-working sessions on Market Street in San Francisco this autumn 2026 have partly come from her. Might find this out later, but thanks for connecting, Claudia Ferrero Sloan, on LinkedIn in some of these regards. 11A. And regarding the letter above to Shuja Keen, MIT alum from 1999, and hello, MIT alumni startups, MIT AS, agenda item 11B. MIT alumni startups, which is based at 600 Memorial Drive, Cambridge, Mass. 02139. Regarding the Goodwin, I guess the title of the thread was MIT AS Firehose. Goodwin cross MIT AS. Goodwin, I think, is a law firm on Market Street, San Francisco, co-working program, and MIT AI conference, and World University and School. Wondering how World University and School might begin to grow, particularly with a MIT-focused law firm in these cases, with Goodwin, for example. Who will World University and School potentially come into conversation with? How will possibly all the startup organizations from MIT alum in this meetup, in these co-working programs, interoperate or network in new ways, productively, fruitfully, and as World University and School seeks to build out both wings, and also for financial tech, AI, information technologies, and for the possibly intellectual property between both wings interoperating. Agenda item 12. A property deed for 670 Ridgecrest Canyon, California, 94516 in Contra Costa County. Questions further. Met longtime Canyon 94516 resident and friend Elizabeth Llewellyn, who's a registered nurse, who is a Contra Costa County obstetrics nurse too, where again, Canyon, California is in Contra Costa County, and where property deeds are held in the Canyon and the Contra Costa County municipal offices in Martinez. Met her around Friday, August 14th, in front of the Canyon 94516 US Post Office, and see the PS below. And she, who bought my first 324-page, 8.5 by 11 book, Naked Harbin Ethnography, Hippies, Warm Pools, Counterculture, Clothing Optionality, and the Virtual Harbin, published in 2016, about 10 years ago, by the WUS Academic Press, who bought this book for her son after it first came out. She got it in 2018, said she was singing newly with the Hospice Singers. Abolition, Staying Alive, Friendly NTF, Quaker, and Unitarian Universalist Church greetings yogically, as in 8 limbs of yoga, free to students, World University and School, building on MIT OpenCourseWare in 7 languages, is growing, all the best, Scott. See more about this in the blog post beginning Ashoka Tree Saraka Asoka from August of 2026 in my blog. How might she, who's a longtime Canyonite and kind of an old hippie as well, further possibly open the way to my moving forward further into 670 Ridgecrest Road, Canyon, California, and regarding signing a property deed for this, my having been traveling underway from Asylum, first leaving Western Pennsylvania on December 10th, 2024, having lived in Canyon prior to this for about 13 years, and seeking to move forward further the WUS Academic Medical Center and into the 670 Ridgecrest Road with the property deed and my signing this. Could Contra Costa County nurse Elizabeth Llewellyn, RN, further help facilitate this in one way or another? Moving to the second wing of WUS, the WUS Corporation, the second of 2 WUS wings, the for-profit general stock company legal entity in the state of California wing, WUS Corporation Academic Press at WUS in 7,159 languages with machine and human translation, and regarding the WUS Educational Services Stores. And see the tax ID at the bottom of the beginning webpage for this, worlduniversityandschool.org/academicpress.html. Agenda item A, WUS is glad to be renewing once again our WUS Corporation FTB password for our second WUS wing, a for-profit general stock company in the state of California with incredible synergies with our first wing, a 501c3 nonprofit US federal tax-exempt legal entity, World University and School. SGK MAC WUS Corp is our login at the Franchise Tax Board, State of California's FTB site for this. Will we build out? Will we do an IPO, initial public offering for the WUS Corporation out of these co-working sessions at MITAS, MIT Alumni Startups, beginning this September 10th, Thursday, and meeting for 2 other Thursdays in this autumn? Stay tuned. Agenda item B. WUS is seeking to code with MinePi cryptocurrency, which you can get from minepi.com/SGKMAC by mining it every 24 hours, taking less than 5 seconds, hitting 2 buttons. For all 7.9 billion people from here at World University and School. And just wondering, sort of agenda item B1, could Stanford MinePi cryptocurrency, started by Stanford PhDs, be possibly considering developing with Google Pay, where Google Pay has just been adopted by Walmart, interestingly, and where I think Walmart has relations with Google and Alphabet too. And in what ways could WUAS possibly then, in seeking to code for all 7.9 billion people with Stanford MindPy cryptocurrency, and then brainstorming possibly with Google Pay, facilitate students getting at the WUS educational services stores educational products and goods and resources, possibly with their Pi cryptocurrency paying with Google Pay in the WUS educational services store within a Walmart store model in 19 out of 200 countries. And as World University and School builds out our educational services stores, both physical and digital too, in all 200 countries. Stay tuned. Agenda item C. So touched on this already, and in the WS Educational Services Store. Pi in the WS Educational Services Store, brainstorming with Google Pay in a WS store within a store model with Walmart in 19 out of 200 countries, and in all 200 WS countries, world-class World University and schools from nation states at World University and School. Stay tuned further. So that's the news and question and answer for today, Monday, August 24th, 2026. Just seeing if people want to join us. Maybe we'll develop World University and School weekly business meeting with even lawyer interns through MIT alumni startups at Goodwin, coming to weekly business meeting to possibly becoming recording clerk or similar, further helping to refine and focus these WS weekly business meetings, news and question and answer, so that they also become more social. I'll post the recording of this WS news and question and answer to the current active YouTube channel for World University and School, youtube.com/Scott McLeod World University /videos, as well as to the 2 blog posts for today, which begin Sierra Azul, Santa Cruz Mountains, California. Sierra, AZUL, Santa Cruz Mountains, California. Be posted today, August 24th, 2026, in both blogs. So I'll post the video recording for today's weekly business meeting here at Sierra Azul, Santa Cruz Mountains, California. For the blog post for today, August 24th, using the agenda and news from last week, weekly business meeting, which begins Tianzhu Mountains, China. And I'll also post it to the 2 main active Twitter feeds, Twitter X feeds, twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH and twitter.com/WUAS press, as well as to the other 5 Twitter feeds, as well as to the main LinkedIn channels for World University and School. LinkedIn, one begins World University and School. I think you can find it by searching. And we'll post it I just also, to close, just want to share my email address, sgkmacleod@worlduniversityandschool.org. If you have any questions, know students who might be interested even in matriculating at Free to Students WUS World University and School for free WUS degrees. Exploring matriculating for students as we accredit January 4th, 2027. And just as a kind of afterthought, could World University and School, in exploring adding MIT OpenCourseWare to the Open edX platform, Open edX Europe platform, and then possibly accrediting with a German agency, could we, in these upcoming 4 months, even World University and School hires or employees themselves, add MIT OpenCourseWare to the Open edX platform, which emerges originally from Harvard and MIT, and then accredit in an emerging, possibly US federal government related accrediting agency on the Open edX platform. If a German accrediting agency could accredit a World University and School in Germany, on the Open edX Europe platform, could World University and School also develop on the Open edX platform and possibly become accredited in the US, possibly with Middle States Commission on Higher Education, with offices in the greater Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, or even a new accrediting agency. Stay tuned. We'll add the video recording for today to today's weekly business meeting. Again, beginning Sierra Azul, Santa Cruz Mountains, California, in both blogs, scott-mccloud.blogspot.com and worlduniversityandschool.blogspot.com. Till next week, August 31st. Looking forward to further conversation over a variety of information communication technologies, ICTs, from social media to email and similar, newly with AI and ML. Until next week, bye for now.